Tales of the Underworld, Episode 1, titled A Way Forward, returns the Kiners and their music to us for another series and gives an answer to Star Wars fans as to how Asajj Ventress could be alive in the last season of The Bad Batch if she dies at the end of Dark Disciple. By the way, even with that spoiler, it's a great story and one of the better ones in canon. Definitely check it out. This is Star Wars Music Analysis.
Do it.
The episode begins with two violas playing counterpoint against one another in their lowest register, and subtly, they're playing a variation of Ventress's theme that we heard prominently during her arc in the final season of The Bad Batch. The lines are marked with accented dissonances that add to the gritty weight of the viola, as we see Obi-Wan Kenobi and Quinlan Vos taking the body of Ventress to a watery grave. As they do, more strings and bells enter, adding more company to the two sad violas along with a sense of ancient ritual. As Quinlan professes his love to Asajj one last time, the viola plays her theme on its lowest C string, adding a particular weight and depth to his statement. The higher strings join then with more fragments of her theme.
I will always love you.
The music grows darker then as Mother Talzin enters to tempt Asajj further into the darkness, and as the cost is made clear to Asajj, her four-note motif turns into an ostinato, repeating its simple figure over and over.
Your heart's desire.
As she steps back into the world of the living, the music settles back though, leading us into the title card. I don't know about any of you, but this felt way too easy for me in this moment. I would love to learn more about how exactly Asajj just came back to life. This was just too easy and too quick of a thing. Lighter music enters then in the typical East Asian stylings that the Kiners like to gravitate to for these series, full of the pentatonic mode and slides meant to imitate the human voice. And while I like this sound, I also feel it's become a bit too prominent in these shows by the Kiners. I'd like to hear these shows begin to cater their own sound and not attempt to approximate the music and sound of many anime shows. As the Rhodian pulls a gun, the music becomes tense with the situation while Asajj looks on, calming again as she deals with him.
While you're alive.
I pay you to kick them out.
As Asajj uses a mind trick on the stormtrooper, soft music plays underneath, looming, but as the boss gives up the Jedi kid, the music picks up.
There's no problem here.
There hasn't been anyone through here.
Wait! They're back here!
It's them! Arrest them all!
I really did like the peace and quiet.
It carries into the quick brass blurries that really only the Kiners seem to be able to emulate from the work of John Williams, and it's because of moments like this that I always cherish the music of the Kiners. Their orchestrations always nail the John Williams sound for exciting battles and energetic duels. Listen to how the horns do quick turns in succession that give way to rapid triplet attacks in the trumpets. It's those kinds of sounds that make Star Wars feel like Star Wars. The music keeps this character while becoming softer as they flee out onto the street before transitioning to the woodwinds for the more comical dialogue to follow.
I've been trying to get away. I've been secretive.
Well, you haven't been that secretive. Everybody seems to know you're here.
And I'm excited to learn more about the path, but I really hope that there's an entire series dedicated to it at some point. This was actually a bit of a bummer for me because now I'm worried that they'll feel the story of the path has been properly explained.
He established it.
As the Inquisitor enters, string flurries give way to distortions and male voice playing a two-note motif that builds into a theme.
Go. I'll deal with this.
It plays again before their duel begins. Drums outlining the battle as we've seen so many times from shows like Ahsoka and The Acolyte. The Inquisitor's theme plays again as he gets the better of Asajj, but as she gets her bearings, the music becomes more alive for the true duel. Voices occasionally sing through like allusions to the Duel of the Fates as they fight over the fate of the young boy this time. The music dies momentarily as the boy kills the Inquisitor, but only to give way to more energetic underscoring as the stormtroopers enter. As they escape, the solo Arhu enters one final time before the end credits, and I'm left wondering still how exactly Asajj was able to come back to life. Star Wars has this problem with respecting and appreciating death, and I was really hoping for something better than she just came back to life, basically. But it seems like that's all we're going to get for now. I was also surprised how little we heard of Asajj's theme in the first episode, but I'm glad that we at least heard it, since the Kiners are so good about maintaining musical consistency. But I'm also curious what all of you think. What did you think of this episode? Were you disappointed in the ease of Asajj's return? Were you happy to hear the Kiners score again with the homages to music of John Williams? Or were you unimpressed with the typicalness of the score in comparison to the other projects that they've done over the years? Tell me in the comments below what you think, and consider checking out my Patreon page using the link in the description, where you can help support this channel for as little as $1 a month, or download PDFs and MP3s of projects as I complete them, along with other perks at higher tiers. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to learn more about the music of a galaxy far, far away, and as always, may the be with you.